Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
So for all the comedians like Mark Maron, David Cross, and all the people that were giving comics shit because they performed in Saudi Arabia, here's my question. When did America become the moral compass on human decency and human rights? Did we forget 400 years of slavery, the greatest crime against humanity? 400 years of murder, rape, mayhem, torture, abuse? Did we forget about the genocide of the Native American Indian? Damn near wiped out an entire race of people, stole their land, and to this day, historically lie about who discovered America. The brutalization of its own citizens, black people, at the hands of the police, the same organization whose salaries we pay through our tax dollars to protect and serve, but instead abuse and kill. Are we really playing this game? Knock it off. Stop the hypocrisy. America has just as much blood on its hands as any other up nation, country, or continent. Have a good day. I got that Arab money.
Oh, shit. Man, guys, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, man. As you can see, Aries Spears is speaking out about taking a bag from Saudi Arabia and getting backlash from certain other comedians. And not only them, certain other groups. OG, you there?
I'm right here.
OG, there was a group of men that went over there and they went over there and started doing comedy in another country. I believe it's the same situation where this guy, he basically came over here and put some money up to see that Crawford fight. They've been on one. They trying to figure out a way to get in there. Hello?
Well, no, it's just, you see such hypocrisy. America always points a finger, just like he says, for slavery and the brutality that America's done to black people. They should be the last to criticize any country. But now, if that had been all white comedians, I bet you would have been no black backlash.
Well, no, I don't know if it would have went, but you had Dave Chappelle, you had Kevin Hart, it was just a litany of them just running over there, getting a check, OG.
But it would have been all right if there had been white comedians. But since they're black, we're going to talk about rape and the dishumanity and the humanitarian. Well, what we got to do with any of that? Blacks in America, we've been subject to everything that they're talked about right here in America.
Well, I'm looking at it, and I'm just kind of looking at what my boy Aries Spears is. He's basically saying, man, I had to go get that check. Opportunity opened its door up for him. He spoke out. He said, man, I guess other comedians was coming for him about it, saying it was evil, sort of like they was controlling things over there. I was reading another article, and it was pretty much giving the same little old spiel. Like, over there, you go over there, you're going to have to get controlled and all kind of stuff. So it was kind of like a little old, shot at what they feel like people go through over here. It's tough, man. Like, I didn't know they were going over there, though. Did you hear anything about it? My boy Ali Sadiq is on the list. I seen his name on the list.
I didn't see his name on the list. I was just going to ask you about you. I seen the list, but I didn't see him nowhere on it.
Yeah, he on the list. He sure enough was on the list. I seen his name. I gotta hit him up and see if he was over there. I sure would have. Would you have went over there, or you wouldn't have went if they had a check for you, OG?
Yeah, I would have went over there if they didn't have a check for me. I ain't got nothing here. They ain't have no check in Jamaica, so why would I not want to go to Saudi Arabia?
I was trying to find that list. It was a list of names. They was telling everybody who all gonna be there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, this here is interesting. I seen Kevin Hart name on there. Kevin Hart, his name definitely was on there. What do you take it as? And they saying they trying to do something to kind of bring everybody together. The festival comes as a part of the country's vision of 2030 strategy, which is aiming to position the country as a destination for culture and diversify the country's economy. The plan was outlined almost a decade ago. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and Saudi Arabia is an ally to the United States. So they trying to bring this thing to a whole thing where people go over there all the time and just gonna, perform and hang out, and it's just gonna be a hell of a good time from what it's looking like. That's what they're trying to do. How do you feel about allies and other countries coming together like this? Do you think it's a good thing? This is called the Rider Comedy Festival, OG.
Well, when you're a country that tries to dominate others to your way of thinking, and that what's good for you is good, but when I do it, it ain't good.
Oh, it's cool when you do it.
Hey, cool. I love that.
There's a problem when I do it.
It's a problem when I do it.
That's finesse 2 times. It's cool when you do it.
Yeah. So now America is whining because a country has moral and virtuous standards. It's certain things that you should do and certain things you do that's moral or immoral. America has none of these boundaries. So they allow a woman to do what she want to do, dress like a slut, look like a slut. A man can put a dress on in broad open daylight and can do all of these things that's not conducive to any culture, not just American culture. Right now, in America, we're number 137th in the world in intellectual competence with our children, because we let them do anything but try to embetter themselves.
Wow. Yeah, I think everybody was cool, wasn't saying nothing about it till when they jumped on them private jets and private planes, them big old planes, and they started sending back pictures of, how they was doing it over there, and everybody was just enjoying themselves. And I mean, the comedy show was popping. I believe, let me see. Let me see who all was over there, because I had a list of names earlier. Like Jim, there they go. So there they go. Okay, Moamir. I don't even know who that is. Mo Amir, Ozzie Answer, Wayne Brady, Hannibal Perez, Bill Burr, Jim Carr, Dave Chappelle, Louis C.K., Whitney Cummings, Pete Davidson, Chris DiStefano, Ahmed Dajali, Zorana Gorge, Ben Hart, Kevin Hart, Gabriel Iglesias, Jim Jeffries, Jamion and Maz Jabarani, Jessica Currison, Joe Coy, Bobby Lee, Sabristan Maniscalco, Sam Morril, Mark Normad. They had a hell of a list. Russell Peters, Jeff Ross, Sugar Sammy, Andrew Santino, Andrew Schultz, Tom Serja, Ali Sadiq, Aries Spears, Chris Tucker, Jack Whitall. Which comedians have refused? The comedian Shane Gillis said on his podcast, Secret Podcast, he had turned down an invitation to the significance appearance fee. Tosco Akatusuka posted screenshots of what she said was her invite to the festival on the social media platform Threads. Mike Birbiglia and Leslie Liano, they responded to this and said that they too had rejected the offer. A lot of people didn't want to go, man. One of the guys said on his podcast episodes, he had also refused to perform. Man, there's a lot of people that the Patel people turn. When Namish Patel, they from over there, was also slated to participate in the festival, but announced on social media that he would be dropping out of the because of ethnical ground. Comedian Mark Maron, David Cross, that's who Aries Spears pointed out. have both come out and publicly criticized the comedians participating in this festival. Tim Dillon was originally slated to perform, but was removed from the list of performers because of the jokes that he had made on the podcast about slavery in Saudi Arabia. You see, how much are they being paid? Official figures for how much the comedians are being paid for Really Comedian Festival have not been released to the public. They didn't tell nobody, but it said in a podcast appearance released on August the 30th, Dillon had said that he was going to bring in at least $375,000, and that the other performers had been offered as much as $1.6 million. I think hey man, the comedy festival began in September 26th and will run all the way to October the 9th. So it's a big thing over there, OG.
Mm-hmm.
So that $375,000 you'd went or no?
You gave me $375 and a meal and a Subway. I'd have been right there.
They had a hell of a budget put aside for this, didn't they?
Yes, sir.
They paying big money over there. They probably, and you know, when you go out of town, people, they look at your worth on a whole nother level. You got to travel over here. You got to take out your country. You taking a big chance coming over here. We're going to give you an extra $200,000. You like, man, where the jet? Where's the damn jet so I can get on it, man? I got to get on it now. You know what I'm saying? So, man, hey, man, listen, man. Aries Spears, man, I feel what you saying. You know, Ali Sadiq, that's my guy. So Aries Spears, but he my guy too. He been on the show, New York Finest. But man, listen, that I don't got that bag too. I probably, because what are we gonna do if we're gonna help the people? Can't somebody help them? How are we gonna ever help somebody if we too busy talking about them from a distance, guys? Guys, get in the comments. OG, listen, me and you got to go over there and do boss talk. What do you think?
Right.
I'm not going there and do no boss talk, man. I got to stand on moral grounds. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
Me an Arab daddy. I want to get over there as quick as I can. Yes, sir. We boss talk Saudi Arabia.
Whoa. Guys, like I said, me and OG talk about this stuff, man. We just, like I said, appreciate everybody that's been watching the channel, watching the reviews. We hear y'all saying, well, do we have a woman host and we should get a woman added to the show? You guys must have been watching, because reality TV always pops up all the time on here. And if you watch our interviews, Miss Jamaica's always on there. So, guys, make sure you keep watching. Ride with us or either collide with us, man, because we coming your way, man. It's going down, man. Boss Talk 101, man. And if you still watching, they finna ship me crying so he can go back over there to Louisiana. Let us know what you think about that. You got to watch it, because OG went in on that one right there. Boss Talk 101 review.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He, the reason you see me.